And with that tune, every time I hear it, I get to remember the days when my childhood best friend Hussein and I would march in the rain from the grazing fields, pretending to be soldiers. I don't know who we wanted to be when we grew up, but as for me, all I wanted to have was lots of money, which I don't think I have right now. But all in all, every child has a dream to get a chance to work in his or her field of interest one day. And for some kids, for some reasons, that one day never comes, while for others, they grow up to experience it every day of their lives. Well, forgive me, ladies and gentlemen, for being hilarious, and with that, I greet you all. Hello. Please mind my manners, and I'm none other than Abdul Hamid Chausa, and this is Facts and Fate, Season 1, Episode 2. And today we shall discuss two keywords, work and children. I know what you think, child labor, but that's not the only thing there is in those two words. There is a lot more than you can see. Remember, real is rare and fake is everywhere. Forgive me, I like being poetic. Okay, we shall start with some situation which most of Western children experience. In Kenya and our closest neighbors, such experiences are not as common as ugali, but in some households it might seem normal. Did or does your parents or guardians work and are mostly busy with their work? If yes, then you're almost there. Work is actually defined as an activity involving mental or physical effort done in order to achieve a purpose or result. Also, the language doctors say it is a task or tasks to be undertaken. And the closest word that means almost the same as work is labor. And a child, they say, is a young human being below the age of puberty or below the legal age of majority. Also, they say a child is an immature or irresponsible person. That means a child cannot be able to take all the responsibilities by himself or herself. So today we won't talk about child labor, but we'll talk about kids with both parents working, their mental health and welfare. But in the next episode, I'll make sure child labor is mentioned and described well. Today, I wish to introduce to you a close friend straight out of Kwale. She's none other than Aisha Thomas, and she will be joining from the Arab states where she currently is right now. So let's hear from her. And I bet she is at work. So as we talk, I bet she's at work. So I know her workspace is a bit noisy, so you'll have to mind that at the moment, and I apologize in advance, really. So I think it's time we should hear from her. Boss lady, here we go.
Hello everyone, moms and dads, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Facts and Fights Season 1. My name is Aisha Thomas, and today I want us to tackle something here. Okay, today I want us to talk about challenges that face children whose both parents work away from home. We want to see how these children how their lives are affected, and which measures can be taken.
Okay, Miss Aisha, back to you. Shoot your points, please.
So we have neglect. When both parents are working, the child sometimes feels like, oh, these people are neglecting me, they don't want to spend time with me. So the child kind of get like, oh, maybe my mom doesn't like me, doesn't like my company, so is my dad. Why don't they stay just at home? Though as parents we work harder, or those parents work harder maybe to buy the children materialistic things, but materialistic things don't matter when the child lacks love, when the child doesn't have ample time with the mom and the dad. So the measures that can be taken to solve this kind of problem is that when the parents come back from work, they should create time, or maybe during their weekends or their offs, they should create times with.
I'm sorry, I guess you are going to say to create time with their children. Okay, so you talked of neglect and materialistic stuff. Okay, so what else do you think affects these children who have both parents working?
And we also have another major problem. You can say this can be really, really a bad problem. Poor performance at school. Sometimes the mom goes to work and the dad goes to work too. So, and also the kids go to school. So when they go to school, it's obvious the teacher will give homework. So when they come back home, the mom is tired, the dad is tired. So it's like, oh, do your own homework, do your own work. Everybody has work, everybody's busy. Didn't you understand the teacher's school or what? So the child will just do it and do it, whether it's wrong or right. Some children actually, like these young children, need guidance. Some are still new in school, and they need help. Some need help on how to write, some need help on how to read, so the child will just do it and close the book. Tomorrow when the child goes to school, the mom goes to work again, daily routine. So the teacher understands, and maybe when it comes to like assessment time, you find that the kid failed. Why? Because the parents don't have time for him or her. They don't have time to sit with him or her. And it's not that they don't love her, or they don't want to help, but it's because maybe also the parents, when they come home, they still have work. There's some people, their work never ends. So one or two measures that can be taken to solve this kind of problem is that, as parents, whether we are working, whether the work is too much for us, let's try and create time with our children. Actually, performance matters. You cannot be paying school fees and expecting zeros yearly. No. So parents, I will emphasize on parents to create time with their children. Make sure, even if you're tired and tired and tired, just take a bath and refresh, and take a little time with their kids. Just help them, show them that you really are willing to help them, and you also have your own work to do, and they will understand.
Okay, I guess what you're trying to say is you have to make the kids feel your presence. So, according to you, the kids feel neglected and most times perform poorly in their studies. So, let's finish up with you so that we can get you back to your stuff. Then I'll keep the fire burning from my side. Okay, I don't think there's much to add from your side, as in I think it's time for you to say goodbye. I'm sorry I'm rushing you, but welcome once again, Miss Aisha. And as you sign off, can you give a piece of advice to our parents, please?
Thank you so much for giving me your ears, and may God bless you. And for all the parents, work harder, but make sure you create time for your kids, because they deserve love and parental care. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Aisha, thank you to you too for being available for us. So that was Aisha, and we had her try to say that we need trust and love from both parents and their kids, which we don't set at most times if kids are in less company with their parents. So on my side, it will be more of a summary of psychological and behavioral effects of both parents working on child. According to Wow Parenting, there is no answer to whether it is good or bad if both parents are working. The article says that it's very common nowadays to see both parents in family working. Both parents working doesn't mean they are in tough economical conditions, since also affluent families can have both parents on the work pay process. It is said that earlier, when there was a joint family system, raising a child was not as difficult as nowadays. This is because apart from the mother, there were multiple caretakers, and it was almost unnatural for a child to get traumatized by the absence of their parents, since there was uncles, aunts, and grandparents. Every other person was there to make this child happy and feel loved, and not only that, but also to guide them. Actually, positive effects on both parents working on the child include providing quality lifestyle. Providing quality lifestyle, teaching the child to respect time, since they realize a time gone never returns. There is life experiences too, since most kids, especially boys, tend to learn a lot of stuff in their own, and it interests them. But we just heard from our dear Miss Thomas, and we know by now that money only makes no one completely happy, and the others okay, money only doesn't make you happy. And the other reasons given behind this parents working at this in this podcast, they're almost like risks which are not completely guaranteed for you to take. Why am I saying so? Because there is a psychological effect like trauma, since one, when these parents get shifted to new offices or new markets, the family has to relocate, and meet these kids meet few people they know. So that means there's a social disaster. Communication disaster, because their social life is hindered. And the second reason, there's undivided attention that is not fully promised here. Undivided attention is not fully promised because at most time both parents concentrate on their work. They have to get food on the table. That's what all of them think. So also another negative effect is behavioral changes and mood swings from parents at most. Mostly mothers. A working mom who truly loves her kids tends to suffer from restlessness and have a hard time managing their mood swings. I won't run deeper than that at this time, but in the next episode you'll learn more about you learn more than what you think. Not everything sweet is food, not everything cute is safe, not every coin is worth it, and not every reel you see is easy to get. Till next episode, Abdulhamid Chausa. Real is rare, fake is everywhere. Have a nice time.